a lot of credit to Arlington. We had a lot of respect going in for them based on what they had accomplished in the films that we had watched. I thought that they were the best screening team that we played against, the best passing team that we played against. Probably had the best player along with Siakam that we played against. And I thought that they just did a terrific job of ball movement, of poise, showing great poise on the road. It was obvious that they had been at tough places, at Ohio State, at Memphis, at Texas, and had to be in situations where they had to play in poise. We knew they would not be intimidated in any way coming in here, and they weren't. Hervey got them off to a great start. We started the other group because we felt like it gave us the best opportunity to win. We had been pummeled on the glass by 50 boards combination in our last two games, 27 and 23 to the Aggies in Colorado State. And it was a real problem. The other guys did a really nice job to start the game. They completed plays in the open floor. We did not. We missed a dunk and a layup in the first 10 minutes of the ball game. We were 5 for 23 from the three-point line. I thought their looks from the three-point line were cleaner than our looks. And as a result, they shot a little better percentage from out there. They got to the line on the road. We did not. Their zone, the start of the second half, we didn't attack it very well, nor did we make shots out of it. And we do not offensive rebound it very well. That being said, I thought Terry Wynn had a fine game, did a good job. Other than that, I think that a lot of these guys would like to play a little better, a little higher level than what they did. That being said, we had one guy out there, I guess, two guys out there, in Irvin and Hooper, that played it all for us a year ago. We're a team trying to figure out how to play through adversity and try to play through our limitations right now. And we got a long way to go. That's obvious. Any questions?
Is the starting five, the adjustment that you made today, is that something that we'll continue to see?
I don't have no idea. We got a week between now and our next game. We'll go practice. We'll try to figure out some things. We'll look at this film and look at our next opponent, try to figure out what we got to do with the guys that we have, and see if we can get a little better.
Seems like there's a little bit more ISO, like kind of the same thing about Minnesota State. Is that just credit to them defensively, what they were giving you guys, or that's
well, we really didn't until the last 7 or 8 minutes, and we were trying to drive, we were trying to catch up, we were trying to drive and kick, we were trying to play different, but we really didn't until the last 7 minutes. We moved it. I just think we weren't efficient, And I credit them and their defense. I thought they did a fine job. They're holding teams to 40%. What did we shoot tonight? We shot 42. We shot 42-9.
You guys had that run there that pulled within 5, 11-2 run. What was it that keyed that, and what stopped that run?
Well, stops keyed it. Stops keyed it, and then lack of stops stopped it. Yeah, we had 4 straight stops in the open floor, some runouts, and that got us kind of back in it for a stretch.
You think a week's too long to be up? I know you have finals, but for your next game at Washington State.
No, I don't. Not coming off 2 losses, maybe a month would be not appropriate.
What's the message this week? High last week, low this week. What's kind of the message coming in?
Well, let's face it. The team we played is 11th ranked in the RPI. Okay, and it's a good basketball team, and we've got a long way to go. Like I said, we have Hooper Vent and Irvin Morris that played it all for us a year ago out on the floor, and we're trying to figure out who we are against good teams, and it's not going to be any easier. We have to go play a Pac-12 team, Washington State, who we've beaten the last 2 years at their place. And we come back and have to play the Aggies again, who just destroyed us on the glass. We were out-rebounded again for the 3rd consecutive game, and by a decisive margin. We were up 1 1/2, got out-rebounded 8 in the second half. And the teams that we're getting ready to play are bigger and stronger and more physical than us right now. And we'll have to look at what we're going to do and how we're going to play again.
I think what a lot of fans are going to say is if you have if you have some of the limitations size-wise, how do you compensate? How do you compensate to get better on the glass when you have the size limitations?
Well, you know, you have to rebound with 5 guys. Your guards have to go back and rebound consistently. I think when you don't shoot it, when you don't rebound well, why do you give the other team more opportunities to rebound it? In other words, the more shots on the board gives the better rebounders the more opportunities to rebound it. So we have to look at a lot of things.
Coach, there was a lot of missed opportunities on second chance points. Was
Yeah.
fatigue a factor?
No, it shouldn't be any factor. No, fatigue shouldn't be any factor. We look at the minutes that our guys played, and those are reasonable minutes. Generally, our guys are playing 33 to 37 minutes. So I think it has more to do with who we are right now and some of our limitations. And those things, you know, with finishing around the rim is not a great strength of ours. We've been able to play through the post here for 4 or 5 years, and that's not a great strength of ours either right now, okay? We're very, very guard heavy, very, very guard oriented, and you don't want to be a team that has to look at the stat sheet and say, well, we're 5 for 23 from the 3 and lose, and that happens when you don't get to the line, don't shoot free throws, you don't get second chance opportunities, when you get kicked on the boards, and when you don't hold the opponent under 41, 42%, get it down, and none of those things happen. And again, they're a quality team.
Thank you.